Sometimes you walk into a place and it just doesn't feel right, and this is the time where I'm thinking it just doesn't feel right.
Because I am quite nervous, as you can tell on my voice.
Are you able to appear in that mirror? Do you know what? I'm more nervous here than I was in that house where the angry farmer was.
You don't look comfortable here.
Good evening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. So, as you can see, we've found a way in here. I don't know why, but I'm really nervous about this one. Sometimes you walk into a place and it just doesn't feel right, and this is the time where I'm thinking it just doesn't feel right. So yeah, we're going to crack on with the investigation. It is a lovely little bungalow. There's still quite a few bits left here as well, but again, it's a shame because we don't know the story behind this place. We don't know why it's been left like it has. It's not mouldy or anything, so not sure how long it's been left. Now, there was speculation from other people that it's been left for 30 years, but we're not sure, are we?
I'm not sure, but
just because of the decor.
But it is a true stuck-in-time place.
Yeah.
And as Dolly just mentioned, this is giving me really creepy vibes. And to be fair with you, I just want to investigate and be on my way, to be fair with you, because I am quite nervous, as you can tell on my voice.
Yeah. We've been here quite a while now. The only noise contamination we will say is there's an alarm that's running out of battery. It's a fire alarm. Yeah, so it couldn't have been here 30 years if it ran out of battery. But again, we have been somewhere else where there has fire alarms, so they do run out and they go on forever. There's loads of stickers as well on doors, so you can kind of guess the era the stickers were made in. But yeah, I think we should just crack on. So we're in one of the back rooms. As I said, this is a bungalow. Right, guys, so we're in one of the bedrooms, one of the back bedrooms. I'm guessing this must have been a teenager's room. So we've got 97 to 99. Kiss FM, yeah, so this could be... This could be 90s, I would say, Steve.
It's got to be by the stuff inside here.
Yeah,
it's a really nice... It's a nice place to come back and step back in time.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Excuse me, I would say 90s, maybe. But then there's other things here that makes you think 70s, 80s. Did you hear walking?
I did hear something. I'm really nervous in here, I must admit.
That's what I thought I just heard. I'm not normally nervous to call out, but I'm scared to even call out here. Just because if someone's seen us coming in here, or it's
There's
people
one
I
way
worry
in,
about.
one way out.
Yeah, and it's people that I worry about, not ghosts. I'd rather a ghost scare me out of here than a person.
But yeah, let's crack on.
Is that light coming from you? Can you move your light a minute? Yep, it's coming from you, no worries. Right. I'm just going to call out to any spirits that may be lost in time. Maybe you're lost and confused and you don't know where you are. But if you can hear the sound of my voice, are you able to come forward, please? Maybe you was a resident that used to live here in this beautiful bungalow. If you could make any sign of communication with us, that would be great, whether it be us physically hearing you or tapping on something. My heart's pounding. I'm really scared.
I must admit, my heart is pounding and I don't know
scared.
why. I just seem to have the feeling of I shouldn't be here. I need to get out of this place. I don't know why. It just doesn't... All the windows are boarded, as you can see, guys. But it's just a really intense... I've got chills. I'm just, yeah, just quite nervous, really.
Do you know what? I'm more nervous here than I was in that house where the angry farmer was. House 62.
62.
When he has caught a lot of people there and he's come out and threatened them. yet we wasn't caught there. But a lot of people have been, and I'm more nervous about this place than the Angry Farmhouse.
I mean, it doesn't help because we are in the middle of nowhere as well. We have walked a little bit to get to this place. We've parked quite a way away. We've walked to this place and yeah.
I haven't.
Well,
I've come on a mobility scooter because of my back, so I'm all right. But I've had to dim the headlights. I've just noticed that tiny little spoon. How cute is that?
it's like a really like sterling silver sort of spoon, isn't it?
Cute little spoon.
So as Dolly said a moment ago, we do come in this property with no harm. We don't harm you or disrespect your property in any way. We are just paranormal researchers. So we just travel around the UK to abandoned places just to see if we can make communication. So if you are here with us tonight and you can hear my voice in your once beautiful back room, maybe you could come to where my voice is. Maybe make a noise for me. Perhaps copy this noise for me. You don't look comfortable in here.
It's actually a really cold night, but I'm actually quite warm in here. My face is feeling really red.
You do look a bit flush. I think it's because you're panicking, the environment of one way in, one way out.
The thing is though, they say when you panic and you're nervous and that, you'll hear things. We've been here a good, 45 minutes?
About that, yeah.
Because I've been sitting down in the front room just getting a feel for the place, because I like to, when I investigate places, I like to sit on my own for a little bit and just listen to the noises of a natural house. Some houses make a lot of noise due to Victorian plumbing. Some houses have things going on like alarms or water running or drips. I can honestly say it's very, very quiet here and very peaceful. And there's a lot of forestry and brambles around here, so you'd expect foxes and rabbits. And I haven't heard that yet, I must say.
As you said, we've been here quite a while. We've been doing our walk around for our members.
Yeah.
Just so they can see the place, the way we see it as we come in. And yeah, as I said, we've seen nothing, we've heard nothing. Can you hear that?
I thought I heard a tap on that door. I thought I heard a tap.
If that was you making communication, as I requested a moment ago, could you do that again for me, please? Oh, that fucking alarm.
There's two, I think.
Yeah,
One
it
gets louder.
circuits the whole of the house. They're in multiple rooms.
Right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go, that's the toilet, so we shan't be doing an investigation in the toilet. I think we'll do it in the second room. So, as Steve said, we do walk-arounds for the members, so you do get to see the whole house, or the bungalow, more in detail, don't you?
Yeah, and see all the artefacts and all the belongings inside and imagine how they would once live. It's really nice.
If we did a walk around and a video, it'd be so long. And some people join our channel because they really like paranormal. And then some people like urbexing, so. Look at that bed, it doesn't even look like it's been slept in. It looks like it's been made and it's been left like that. So like I was saying earlier, now we've been here about an hour, so if there is any spirits here and they can see us or hear us, you know that we're not here to harm your property, to harm you, or to take any of your belongings. We're simply here just to research and to see if we can get paranormal activity and to see if there is a place you go to after you die. Or perhaps maybe you just stay in the spirit world, you're lost, you're trapped. Maybe you're just lonely and you want someone to speak to. Well, I've got ears and I'm here to listen to you. So if you do want to speak to me tonight, now is your opportunity. I'm here and I can listen to you. Or maybe I can give a message to somebody that you'd like to give a message to. So please, if you are here, and if it is true that you do need to use energy, please use any energy you can that's around us to make any sign of communication. That would be the first step, and then we can ask questions. So I will introduce myself. My name is Dollie. I'm a paranormal researcher, and this is my partner.
My name is Ste. Maybe you could come into this room. Maybe this was your your master bedroom. Maybe you could come and introduce yourself. I mean, we've been here for some time now. We've walked around this amazing bungalow and you do have some amazing stuff inside. It's very interesting.
This is where you get noise pareidolia, because I keep sound like two women are talking. There wouldn't be two women out this late at night on their own, unless they're extremely brave.
I mean, as I said,
I get the impression like a father and son lived here, and I don't know why.
I've gone really cold. I'm really nervous in here. I don't like it.
Do you get the impression?
I get the impression that this was
Father and
probably
son.
a single parent and a child.
Yeah.
Judging by what's here.
Because yeah, unless they had single rooms, but the other room looks more like a child's bedroom. Well, teenagers, with stickers all on the door. Unless they moved out and then they eventually was in separate beds, the mother and father.
I mean, this has got some age to it. You can tell by the curtains. I mean, they're
Again.
60-ish. Same with the wardrobes. Look at the curvature of the wardrobes.
And again, with the wardrobes, they're small. Because people were smaller back in the day.
I don't usually get this feeling where I'm not wanted in a place, but I don't know if it's because we're trapped in, if you know what I mean. We are trapped.
Steve likes to exaggerate people. We are not trapped in a place because we won't get out. But I know what Steve's on about, but I don't know whether you feel a bit more comfortable with us now. Maybe you can help us relax a bit. We don't want you to get bad vibes from our energy. All we want to do is make communication, if there is anybody here. We don't normally have a lot of communication with people or with spirits. Because I understand that paranormal phenomena is very, very rare. But yet so many people have experienced it, me included. And a lot of my viewers have as well, and I know my viewers have. I've heard their stories, which I love hearing. So there's so many of us that have witnessed paranormal activity. So my job is to catch it on film, so then I can prove my experiences were real to everybody out there.
And by you coming forward tonight, it may reassure some people that there is something after we go and we pass. And that is quite comforting to think of, that you could go somewhere else once you've passed on.
There is a mirror next to Ste. Are you able to appear in that mirror? Could be an urban legend, but they do say spirits can appear in mirrors. So I'm wondering if you can just show yourself to us, please. Introduce yourself. But I understand if you can't or you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. Maybe you can show us in another way.
Maybe you can make a noise in another room if you're a little bit frightened. But we do come here with kind intentions. We don't come here to, you know, you may have had people come here in the past and may have trashed the place, maybe have taken some things. I can assure you we just come here just to seek the truth. So please, if you can hear me, please do come forward. So guys, we have come into the kitchen area. I mean, it's an amazing, massive size. I can imagine this would have been a nice family area to have your dinners and stuff. Was that you?
What?
Did you hear a
Oh, it was me going,
Oh, bloody hell, I don't know, it made me jump. So if there is anyone here with us, maybe you're in the kitchen area. Dollie does have a theory that spirits can come back to their happiest moments and certain time periods. So maybe you would have come here and had a cup of tea at this time.
or a nice cup of cocoa before bed, or maybe a cheeky whiskey and tea, a whiskey and coffee, that's what Steve likes before bed.
There are plenty of things in this kitchen that you could move about for us if you could.
And that teapot's strange.
It is very strange.
There's like a long teapot, guys. It's like a teapot with a long chimney thing on it. Do you remember the old fashioned?
I do, yeah. Wow.
Having to boil your water with a kettle on the gas stove. Brilliant. How times have changed.
It's amazing.
See, because we are living in the 24th. We're in year 2024. I don't know what year you're stuck in, but we're in 2024. And we have things, kettles now, and they're electric. You don't need to boil them on the gas, although they probably were quicker on the gas. So we're very advanced now. We have computers, telephones. We have telephones that you walk around with because they go in your pocket. They're called a mobile phone. So times have changed, I can imagine, from when you were living here. So if you're able to, my camera has a mic, me and Steve both have mics. Could you tell us what year you're from into our mics, please? That'd be great.
But it sounded like it come from in here.
Sound like it come from behind me. If that was you walking behind me, could you walk a bit louder, please, or knock something over?
Oh, don't tell it to knock something over.
There's a lantern just by Steve. Could you shake it, please? Is that you? Them two bangs, were they you?
I'm standing completely
It wasn't
still.
your feet moving?
No, I'm not moving at all.
I think you're getting closer to me. Could you get closer to Steve, please, and move something?
I'm hearing really, really like soft noises. Do you know what I mean?
Footsteps. I heard footsteps.
I'm not sure if the cameras will pick it up. I'm really hoping that they can. But I am hearing really silent things.
Thing is, right, I'm looking around and feeling like this is a very old property. I do feel like that's... Could you just move that a touch, cheers? I do feel like this is a really old property. I really do.
The more we've
Look
walked
at the
round.
washing machine, look at the phone, look at the lanterns. The lanterns. I feel like whoever lived here from maybe 20s.
Young.
They brought their family up and they literally lived here until unfortunately they passed away, or they went to a care home. Because don't forget, just because these places are abandoned, it doesn't mean that they died here. It does not mean that at all. It could just mean they got elderly and they moved into a care residence, or it means that they had money. Maybe they moved away and never come back. And then unfortunately passed away and nobody knows this is here.
It is a shame where you see people work all their life. I've said it in previous places we've gone to, and they've worked so hard to provide, and it's just left, and all the memories are left here. And unfortunately, the family members don't manage to get to enjoy what their family members once used to live in on their property. But I do agree with what you're saying. I mean, that telephone is really old. Lots of lanterns here.
There's a lot of keys as well, guys. So I'm wondering if there's a lot of outer buildings. Obviously, it's like 12:30 now, but we wouldn't be able to find. But normally, if it was a bit lighter, Steve would go looking to see if there's outer buildings and that. But it's just too dangerous of an evening, isn't it?
That was me moving my feet. As Dollie said a minute ago, and we both may have heard some noises that may have been you. So if you could come forward, maybe that was you trying to communicate with us. And if it was, we really appreciate that. But we just ask for a little bit more, a little bit louder if you could for us, please.
That was really weird. I thought I heard someone go, yes. But again, it could be noise pareidolia because it's so quiet here. The quiet places can play with your mind a lot.
We are in the middle
But
of
then again, right, you got to flip it on the other side, because I do like my theories and I always give 50-50 explanation, right? On the other hand, what happens if, say, only I can hear it and nobody else could, and they're trying to communicate with me? Same as if you hear something, just because I didn't hear it doesn't mean it's not spirit trying to communicate. And it could be noise pareidolia because it's so quiet here.
And some people do believe just because you can't hear a noise, it might be feelings. They might be, that's the way they try and communicate.
Yeah, and some people are more sensitive. Like me, I've had so many experiences, you've had hardly any.
Yeah.
And the ones that you have had, you've tried so hard to debunk. And you still are like 50-50 with them.
And then I'm wondering if a spirit does actually know that I'm not a 100% believer. So they're going to think, well, why am I going to try and communicate with you?
Yeah.
Whereas you do believe, then maybe that's why you're only hearing.
Yeah.
Just
maybe.
a little suggestion.
So guys, we do like to bring both sides of the, not story, but our journey. We like to bring both sides to what we believe and what we research into. We're always going to debunk things if we can. But what I've learned over my, I'm going to say YouTube journey, because this is when I've started filming. I have been doing this for a very, very long time, but I've only started filming over about a year now.
About a year, yeah.
And I'm old, that's why I forget things. So give me a second and it'll come back to me. Yeah, that's why we try to debunk things. Because, you know, you walk in on things and then you'll hear the footsteps 3, 5, 10, an hour later, where it's just the boards coming up. So we do try to debunk things. But as I've been doing this journey, especially with the filming and stuff, I have learned that yes, if there is quite a few noises, there's only so many you can debunk. I don't want spirits to constantly, could be only me they want to talk to. They might not want to talk to other paranormal groups, you just don't know. So the more I kind of try and debunk it or ignore it, they're probably going to be like, well, I am trying to communicate with you, so, you know, sod off now. There's no point in trying to communicate with you because all you do is debunk. So we do try and debunk as much as we can, but there's just some things that, like you said, Ste, it is that feeling you get. Especially for me, I get a lot of, I told you I get dizziness sometimes. Sometimes I get migraines after investigations, don't I? So
I mean, this place,
could that be spirit activity? It could be, but I don't want to debunk everything. This is why me and Ste work so well. He's a skeptic, unbeliever, so he does debunk, and then when he tries to debunk it, I am like, yeah, that is an explanation. But then when you cannot debunk it, it just makes me feel like, yeah, you heard it as well, or you're feeling it as well.
See, I think with this place, I think we've only ever been to well, I personally have only ever been to 3 places where I feel not welcome. And they're probably the places where we believe we have caught unexplained things.
The railway
i.e.
pub.
the railway pub and the asylum. And I'm getting that sort of feeling in here, whereas I don't get it anywhere else.
You've got a light on in your pocket and it's shining up there. I keep thinking someone's shining it.
Oh gosh. But
You're that scared you left to talk to.
This place is creepy.
Is that a teapot? Tea? Can we just look at a date on that while we're here? Because I do like to look at dates.
So guys, I'm just going to show you that says March 2016 for those tea bags from
16?
From Waitrose.
16?
2016.
8 years ago. 9 years ago, something like that. No, it does, unless they were very elderly and they just like the way they like their things.
Some people like the retro look, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously nature's taken over in this place a little
They
bit.
could have just been so old, Steve, that they physically couldn't decorate anymore, which is sad.
But I don't know if you want to go into probably my favourite room of the place.
Room. Yeah, guys, this one is... I can't wait to show you this, guys. I'm just going to hold it out a bit longer for the suspense. Because this is a good one. Let's go, guys. Right, so guys, we have come in now to the last room. It's absolutely beautiful. I always think every house is beautiful and every house tells a story. Beautiful piano. They obviously were piano players in their time. Beautiful chair. It reminds me of a heart, that little bit there, doesn't it?
It's an amazing bit of furniture.
You can tell whoever lived here really looked after their place and that they did have expensive stuff with all the wooden furniture. Pianos aren't cheap, are they?
No, definitely not.
So now we are in your main living room, because you only have one living room. because it is a bungalow. So we're just going to call out in here. Like I said, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please just come closer. So guys, we do have a bit of noise contamination because there is a door open. Unfortunately, we can't shut the door because someone has decided to rip the door off like they do in these places. So yeah, there's a curtain over the door, which is just such a shame. It is such a shame why people feel... Do you know what? I don't understand how they find these places.
I don't know.
I don't understand
It's
how
weird.
people... This is like, you wouldn't know it was here because it's pine brambles. You wouldn't know it was here.
There must be someone knowing where these places are.
Good thing is though, no one's come in here and stole the copper.
That's great.
That's a really good thing.
We go into a lot of these places and unfortunately people are ripping them up. I mean, we went to a place the other day, we couldn't investigate it because someone had cut all the copper in the bathroom and it was just loads of water going everywhere, so it was a shame.
It was in and out, wasn't it? So we are in your front room and I'm just wondering, would you like to play me a tune on your piano or even just touch the piano for us, please? As you can see, guys, we like to show both angles of the camera as well. So, because of my back, I've had to put my camera down for a bit. But you can see my camera, Ste, and Ste can see me. I'm nowhere near the piano. I'm saying it like the piano's going to play. I mean, how lucky would we be?
That would be amazing.
How lucky would we be if that piano started playing?
And
there's no strings attached, guys, just to let you know, look, no strings attached.
Or that piano lid just come down.
Well, just in case, if that piano does go off, I don't want people going, oh, you know, because I wouldn't believe it if I saw it in a video.
No, I wouldn't.
Unless it was one of the other teams we watched, but I wouldn't believe it because, but yeah, I'm just letting you know there's no strings attached.
So maybe you used to come in this living room. Maybe this was your living room. Maybe you used to come and play some music with the family. Maybe have a sherry at Christmas time. Maybe you used to come in here and all have a little sing-song as a family.
Would you like me to sing and then you could possibly play the tune to what I'm singing? I'm going to sing for you. Are you able just to tap some notes for me? Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside.
We literally are by the seaside.
You never know. I don't know why it popped into my head. I was trying to think of a song that isn't.
Well, you don't
in
know.
The charts.
That might be the song they played with. And
sometimes as well, when sorry to interrupt, sometimes as well, when things come into your head, could it be communication?
Well, that's what I was thinking earlier on, feelings. It doesn't have to necessarily potentially be noises. Feelings might have an element of the paranormal as well. We just don't know. The paranormal is just not one, it's a massive spectrum. It can't be just one thing, if you know what I mean. What are you laughing at?
Albert from when Fulton Horses plays a thing like that. It's just making me laugh.
Where Mike from the Nag's Head, oh, shut him up, Dale.
Yeah, that's what's making me laugh.
For an older property,
there's no mould. But then again, there's no mould because no one's stole the copper.
They used to smoke a lot back in the day. There's no smell of smoke in here or anything. Are you alright?
Yeah, I thought I heard something.
Maybe you are here tonight, but you just don't want to communicate with us because you just feel like we're intruders.
Which is absolutely fine.
But as I said before, we've been here for well over an hour and a half now, so you know we're not here to do anything wrong. So please just come into the room that we're in. There is a door there, right near Dollie. Maybe you could close it for us. I mean, that would be amazing if you could do that.
I'll play just one key on your piano, please. And we're really sorry if you are trying to play, but you just don't have the energy, or you just can't. We can't hear you, because as some people believe, ghosts are transparent. Exactly,
and some people also believe if a spirit can, if they can touch things, how come you can't hear them when they're walking?
Exactly.
They should be solid, if you know what I mean. So this is why we do come to these places, because we want to find out all this sort of information. And we would love to bring that to our audience that watches us. And it would be nice if you could come forward to us tonight and actually help us prove this.
Thank you to the spirits of this bungalow tonight. Was she trying to make communication with us?